all know very well. But before we get there, I want to make sure we clear up a few things. Turn off your phones or sound down. Don't make any noises like that. Also, no flash photography, please. That's so bad. But if you do want to take photos, we're going to do a photo booth at the end. We've got actually a selfie station at the back there as well. It's brought to you by Quantum Fiber. And also at the end, we'll do a meet and greet, and everyone out can go up there and take pictures with Mel and Kel. Mel and Kel? Mel and Kellie, you ready? All right, let's do this. It's our Sleeved Life podcast with Mel and Kel. Come on out, ladies.
We won't trip.
No. Oh my goodness.
All right.
What's up, everyone?
Yeah.
We're here.
We are here.
In Portland.
Even though all the traffic.
Oh, yeah. Sad day for traffic.
Yeah.
And the car accident.
Yes.
So, anyways.
Okay. Count us down.
Oh, you're not going to just talk to them for a hot second?
No.
She doesn't want to talk to you guys.
I do. But let's count it down so then we can talk to them.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
Welcome back, OSLP family!
Welcome, welcome.
You are listening to our Sleeve Life podcast, and this is Kellie.
This is Mel.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited. We are in the PNC Live Studio,
Yes,
and
we
we also have KXL Radio that is sponsoring this essentially.
So thank you.
Yes. So what's the topic for today?
So today is about like our how we actually feel on the inside, how sometimes it's like you still think you're like the big version.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it happens all the time. Well, at least for me. I don't know about you.
Oh, it does.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because it's been happening more than before.
Really?
I don't know.
Tell me.
It's probably because of dating. So
you know why.
It's dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
let's not fool each other.
I know.
You can't fool me.
Fine. Rude. Call me out.
Well, it's a whole different world. I mean, the last time you dated
Right.
was Big Mel.
Exactly. So that's where my brain has been going
Yeah.
is like big Mel insecurities are like popping out that I didn't know that were there.
Yes.
Or like I knew that were there, but now it's like very apparent. It's like, oh shit. Okay. So
Give
like,
me an example.
oh, I knew you were going to say that.
You want me to talk first?
No, it was actually with you. Remember, I was like, I was canceling dates actually.
Oh, okay.
Because I forgot that like I don't have to say yes to everything. And Kellie literally goes, Melanie, you get to be picky.
I was like, be picky.
Yeah.
You were with one man for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
Let's be picky.
Right. And so I was like, oh, I can just cancel and I shouldn't feel bad about it.
No.
It's like, we don't vibe. Cool. And I actually tell them, I don't ghost people. Ghosting is fucking stupid.
Well, and then
And
there was that
rude.
guy that looked just like your ex. So
Yeah.
that.
He was an older and taller Eric. It was
That was
ridiculous.
That was a no-go.
Yeah. So like old Mel is coming back and like her insecurities and like thinking, oh, like I'm ugly. I don't like look pretty. And then I'm like, wait, but like 2 texts ago, they said I was hot. So like, why am I thinking I'm not hot when they're telling me that I'm hot?
Because you're, in my opinion, you're flashing back.
Oh, 1000%.
And
yeah.
I think that happens no matter, like, anytime you have an experience where you're thrown back into something you've done prior to surgery or a chair or a piece of clothing that you look at and you're like, that's too small. That's not going to zip. And then it does.
And then it does and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. It seriously like boggles your mind that you have this new body.
Well, I just did that with a Shein order last night.
What'd you do?
I
haven't heard this. So what did you do?
Because I was afraid to try it on, thinking it wasn't going to fit. So I actually waited 5 days before our show tonight to.
Is it this dress?
This is one of them.
It fits great.
I know.
You're so weird.
No, that's the old Mel. I was thinking like
I know.
because I've been thinking about her. Those insecurities are coming up. So now I'm thinking that none of this is going to fit. And then everything fit, by the way. There was like 6 items. I don't know. I felt good afterwards, but I was like,
you need something to help you like snap back into reality.
Correct. And clothes will do that.
Clothes will do that. I've actually
quick.
had the reverse lately to where, because I have recently lost my regain. And so all the clothes in my closet right now are all of those 60 pounds ago.
Yeah.
And so I look at a dress and I'm like, okay, that'll fit perfect. I don't try it on, of course, beforehand.
Oh, we both
Until
do that.
I'm ready to do it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, this is way too big. Like the Bad Cop
Oh,
cake,
yeah.
which is now yours.
Yes.
Yeah. Win for her. But I put it on and it was just like, it was basically a dress.
Yeah.
And when I bought it, it was big, but I could like tie the corner and it still looked cute.
Your loss is my gain.
Because
I wanted that
exactly.
damn shirt and I didn't realize they had it as a tank and she got it and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, but all they had was an XXL.
I know.
So I just got it because I was like, oh, then that'll fit me no matter if I keep gaining. Because it was this time last year.
That's a true story.
Before the award show, before I started Monjaro, all of that.
Yeah, because
So-
it was in October. They always come in October to Portland. Shout out to Bad Cop.
And Catbite, my new favorite band. And that was kind of weird. I'm going to scroll for just one quick moment.
Totally fine. We've
So
had some experiences this week, so we can talk about it.
And so we went to the Bad Cop concert.
Correct.
Which it was funny because we both had insecurities because I didn't want to be down in the pit.
Correct.
And I know Mel likes to dance and
I like to
be
jump up
in the
and down
pit.
and feel the music.
Yeah, but I assumed that she would want to be down in the pit, and I wasn't feeling great, and I just wanted to sit and listen to the music.
Kelly looked like she could barely like stand for 5 minutes. Like,
I did not feel good.
It was all over her face.
It was like we went upstairs, we found the perfect seats.
Yep.
Mel could jump and dance, I could jump and dance and go take photos and videos
And sit.
at the same time, and it was just like I made assumptions, and then what were you making the assumption about? There was something at the show. I don't know. I'll think of it. Anyways, so after the show, we go out, and this band Catbite,
Yes.
which I fell in love with because
Kelly has like a crush.
I do. I have a girl crush on her because she
Yeah.
just like was up on stage and she was so lively and so like into it.
Yeah, you could feel it from her.
Yeah, like a moment she opened her mouth to sing, it was just like this amazing sound. And so we're leaving, and I'm like,
This is so adorable.
No, they're right there.
Yeah.
Catbite's right there. And then she's like, okay, do you want to go say hi? I'm like, yeah. No, you go first. And I was so like,
I was like,
awkward.
"Are you scared?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay,
Okay.
I'll go talk to them. Just follow me."
She's like, no. Don't
Well,
act like you were that cool.
I don't know exactly.
She stood there and she's like, hold on. I gotta come up. I gotta get a hold of myself first.
Yeah, because I was a little tipsy.
What are we saying?
Yeah, I had a game plan. Getting game plan this shit. Because, like, I know I can go over there and, like, talk to them. But I'm like, okay, let's center this shit. Let's figure this out.
Yeah.
And what did I do? I walked over there and was like, hey, guys, you did so well.
Yep,
Just, like, instant.
It was great.
Yeah.
We had a fun time. We talked with them a little bit. They're from Philly, of all places. And they were just such lovely people. And it's so funny because it's like, I'm sure people feel like that about us.
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure.
They don't want to come up because they don't want to be a bother.
No, but we love doing that.
Yeah.
And that's what they were doing,
They
too.
were like loving the fact that we came up and talked to them and we're showing them like our podcast and all of that.
Well, also, like, I don't think I know damn well older and bigger Kelly would have never have done that.
No, a year ago, no. Nope. So it's things like that where I have the confidence to do it that kind of is like, oh, I'm in a new body.
Yeah.
I'm in and not only a new body, but a new mindset.
Yes.
Because last year I was not in a good space mentally. And a lot of it was because of my weight that I thought at that time.
Yes.
I thought it was all because of my weight. Now I'm finding out that there's a lot of stuff that happened in my past that we're kind of dealing with one by one in therapy, but it's through working with a dietitian. Shout out to Jamie, the sleeve dietitian.
Yes.
And then also my therapist, David, is my fucking rock for therapy. And just feeling the support from my best friend, my boyfriend, all of it has brought me back into this new space.
Oh, yeah. You're like
mental space.
1,000% different than last year.
Yeah. Because I think it kind of brought me back to like before I had surgery when I was getting like big again.
While you were gaining weight. Yeah.
And that was really hard because I was like, wait, like I had to have a real talk with myself of, do I want to be bedridden again? Because that's where you're heading. That's where you're heading. So what do you need to change?
Well, and you were getting sick more.
I was in bed. Like we would go on trips and I would be in bed.
Yeah. So think about like the difference between this time and last time. Like you can actually like, we just came off of the Just Be You Awards.
Yeah.
And you actually weren't down that long. Mm-mm. Like normally, guys, it could be like 3 to 4 days. And really, she just needed a good 24, 48 hours of like, we don't talk.
Yes.
We don't even really
That's
engage.
Mandatory.
Like we only,
unless it's
we have
necessary.
to. And
Yeah.
we're like, hey, check the email. You need to answer this.
Yes.
That's the only real
There's a
time for that.
message for you in there.
Yeah.
But don't talk to me.
Exactly. So we do that for 48 hours and then we're fine. So, and you were like totally fine.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I was tired. I mean, how could you not be after spending 2 weeks in DC and doing an award show
Yeah.
weekend and all of that? But again, I couldn't have done that.
But last year, like that, I mean, you could have, but you would have been in a lot more pain.
Well, and I was.
And you would have like been out for a week.
Oh, yeah, which I was. Like, because we finished JBY last year, and then there was like a week where I don't think I really got out of bed, and then me and Zach went to Mexico.
Oh, yeah, true.
And that was like, I was resting pretty much the whole time there. I mean, drinking, of course.
Poor
but It's
Mexico.
Mexico stole my hair.
Did Mexico steal your hair?
It did. The water
I
did.
don't.
It did.
The sea,
It.
not Mexico.
The sun plays a part in that.
Okay.
That's a part of Mexico.
But that's not Mexico.
The sand attacked me.
Does she
That's
know
a part of
the
Mexico.
sun's in the sky?
It's Mexico.
I think it's the seawater. Can we agree it's seawater?
Well, yeah, they were a part of it.
No, they literally, the salt from the seawater stripped your
And
hair.
the sun.
Okay, then it's the seawater and the sun's fault.
And possibly the sand.
That's fine.
And possibly the hot water.
That too. Non-Mexico things. There you go.
Those things all happened in Mexico.
I totally got it.
No, you did not. I will not admit defeat. Anyways, so I think a lot of it too is like, so say you are a size medium, you know that in your brain.
Yes.
And then you order a size medium, but that brand runs a little bit small.
Oh my God, that's a mind fuck.
You're like,
Instant.
did I gain weight? What do I need to do to change this? And then you put on your pair of jeans that you wore the day before and you're like, oh,
You're
it's the clothes.
Yeah.
It's just that
Yeah, but
brand
in
of
that
clothes.
moment for the next like 24 to 48 hours, you think you gained 1,000 pounds.
Well, and I kind of
I
sometimes
feel like a dinosaur. Literally, I feel like Blombley.
fluffy McButter pants is more.
Oh,
apt.
okay, I like that.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
But my brain starts to go to like the unhealthy habits.
Oh, for sure.
So like when those things happen, I think, okay, well, I need to not eat. I need to go on a walk. I need to go back to the gym. I need to like hit everything super hard.
You go all. You're like, I have to do all of the things.
Well, welcome ADHD.
I
brain.
know. I wanted you to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's also been a little bit different this time around because the first time I lost the weight and these things would happen, I would just go all in.
Right.
This time, I'm like, I'm medicated
Yes.
and I'm in therapy and I know what I need to eat. And so it's like, okay, well, I just focus on protein for the next couple of days. And because a lot of it is maybe water weight, maybe I drink. There's so many different factors.
Well, and I get mad at myself, so I'll be like, I totally ate bad yesterday. Like this is what I'll tell myself.
Okay.
This is my process. Then I'm like, no, but did I? And then I'll be like, okay, no, I had a protein shake in the morning. I had my chicken salad thing for lunch. Dinner, I just had chicken and dumplings. That was just more chicken and like one, like a biscuit.
Yeah.
With a bunch of peas
Which
and
is
stuff.
normal.
Which is normal. And then I had some fruit snacks and I was like, man, I ate so bad.
It's those fruit snacks.
I know.
Thanks, Zach.
There's, you know what though? I left those two in the studio, so that way if I have the craving, I have to be like, shit, I have to walk all the way downstairs
Yeah.
and all the way back upstairs. Some people only forget about the trip there. Trip back, man, is also
That sucks even more.
going up the stairs. Yeah, so you have to really be dedicated if you really want it. So I put them there.
That's good.
Kept them. Well, I didn't put them there. I kept them there.
You kept, yeah, I handed them to you in
You
there.
did.
But I want to also talk about comparison.
Oh, let's do it.
So something that really screws with my brain, even to this day, and I'm in a much healthier spot than I was, it's the comparison of scrolling through TikTok, scrolling through Instagram, and you see these people and you're like, they're so dedicated. They've lost all, like, 50 more pounds than I have.
Right.
Look how great they look. They must feel amazing. But everybody has their own demons that they're...
Yeah, everyone has their own insecurities.
Yeah. So it's like,
so-
we may look at them and say, they're amazing. Look at everything they're doing. And then internally for them, they may be like, I'm not doing enough.
Well, and I think that we need to more or less look at ourselves instead of doing that comparison, because it's like, just because they are doing amazing.
Yeah.
But also, like, some people that are doing amazing don't like to show when they're not doing amazing. So
Guilty.
So yeah, so you just have to realize that, like, everybody has that other side no matter what, and so you can't take on only their good qualities. How hard it would be to only take on someone's good qualities and nothing bad, like, that's insane.
Well, and
And that would be hard to do.
Yeah. Well, and you can look at journeys and only see a surface level. You know, you're seeing what they want you to see
Yeah.
versus what's actually happening, because nobody wants to talk about the fact that they're battling depression, or maybe their relationship isn't amazing, as amazing as they put out there. And so internally, they're battling all those things and just trying to survive. And it's crazy that you don't, when you're doing that comparison game, you don't even think of that. You're just like, oh, they're doing so much better than I am. I need to step it up.
You instantly put yourself down. Like, it doesn't, like, because you're comparing with them, and, like, it's like, you can't.
We're
It's
very
like,
good
it's like
at that.
apples and oranges. We shouldn't be doing
Yeah.
that.
Because every journey is different. So just because you're at a different, your body style is different than mine doesn't make your journey any less difficult or easy, or whatever you want to say it in your own head.
Right? Yeah.
You know?
There's
Because I remember looking at you right after you had surgery and being like, wow, she looks amazing. She's very committed. Like, she's very in her journey.
Yes.
And I was honestly in that moment very jealous, because I was like, why can't I do that? Why can't I just stick with the one thing that I know is going to help me?
Right.
Because I wasn't ready, first off.
You have to be ready.
Yeah. And you were dealing with a whole other host of things going
My
on
own
internally.
demons of,
Yeah.
like, why I was so focused. I think because I am 8 years out, I think I get lost in the translation of all the things that I've had to go through from having weight loss surgery 8 years ago, because there wasn't the support. There wasn't anybody to really just like, hey, well, how are you today? Like, can you help me with this weird shit? Like,
is this normal for you?
yeah. So, like, that just wasn't there. And, like, when you have to be consistent, like, the reason why I was so consistent was because I was also, like, fighting the fact of, like, my family's very unhealthy.
Extremely unhealthy.
Like, and there's literally nothing that I can do about it. It's to the DNA unhealthy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so I already have at least a couple marks against me. And I always get mad if I fail myself. I'm actually feel better if I fail you than I do if I fail myself. I get very angry when they're just different levels. They're both anger, just different levels. And so I'm like, no, like, if I can prevent it, and you hear me all the time talk about preventable care, and that goes, like, not just for medicine, that's preventable care, like, in your own relationships, friendships, your family things. Like, there is preventable things you can do to make people feel comfortable. And I think that we should focus on that more. And, like, and so I would be mad at myself if I do this surgery and then I fail myself. So I was like,
well, because you're
not going to happen.
You were in the same mindset as I was, which,
like,
this is the last shot.
Yeah, I thought this
This
was
is
it.
it.
I
This is
told
all you got.
everybody I didn't want to be a statistic. I didn't want to be a failure. Like, don't worry. Like, because people were like, are you sure you can keep it off? Like, do you really know what you're doing? And all these things. And I'm like, I hated this. Literally, do you know what you're doing?
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
But no, I take a real big offense to that, just that phrase. Do you know what you're doing? So you're talking to someone that got pregnant at 18, had him at 19, and have been able to live on her own and not depend on anybody. And then I went to school and got 4 degrees and a bachelor's degree. But do you know what you're doing? Yeah, I fucking know what I'm doing.
But no, I don't know what I'm doing.
Like, I read the shit. This is going to work for me. So stop asking, do I know what I'm doing? Because that's, like, it's offensive.
You knew the logistics.
Yeah, it was like, this is
happening.
how it's going to work. Because I'm a science nerd. So I'm like,
You're
you
very
know what?
analytical.
Physical things, like, this is what's supposed to happen. The surgeons know what they're doing. They did their stuff. I read up on the stuff, the surgeons. So I felt comfortable.
Yep.
And so I was like, yeah, like, this is legit. And so it's like, yeah, don't tell me, do you know what you're doing? I don't mind if you're like, hey, are you uncomfortable? Like, is there anything I can do? Like,
Yeah.
I don't really know about this. And if you don't know about the surgery, that's okay.
Ask.
Just ask. Just be like, okay, well, what kind of surgery are you actually getting? And then that way I could explain it to you. So that way, you know, I do know what I'm talking about and I feel very comfortable. And me and you did actual videos.
We did.
Go to our YouTube at archsleevelifepodcast.com. Well, not the .com, but we actually were in for surgery for VSG and for gastric bypass. And VSG was only 30 minutes and the bypass was like 55 minutes. So like right there just shows you the comfortability that these people have to talk while they're doing the surgery and showing us
doing a
thoroughly
podcast.
of like they go through the actual like inside of you and tell you what everything is.
Yeah.
And they make you feel very comfortable. Like, and it was very seamless and we could ask any question we wanted.
Yep.
And they knew everything. And so it's like you can watch these things to make yourself feel more comfortable or show a loved one or friend, hey, this is how simple it is. Because now we know it's less than bladder surgery, right? Like gallbladder surgery for death rates. Like it's now like even better than that.
It's safer than gallbladder surgery at this point.
Yeah.
Yet people are still scared of it.
Well, and
But
I'm sure
if
you know what you're doing.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? Nobody asked me that when I got my actual gallbladder removed.
Oh, I'm sure.
Nobody asked me that when I had 3 nose surgeries.
Yeah, you had 3 sinus surgeries.
I really like anesthesia, just so everybody's aware.
No, you have fucked up nostrils.
I do have fucked up nostrils. My sinuses are all fucked up.
But they
here.
never asked, like,
But
questioned it.
nobody ever asked me, like, do you know what you're doing by having gallbladder surgery? No, because I've never had gallbladder surgery, so I honestly don't know what I'm getting myself into, but the doctor says I should.
Yeah, and you put faith in that doctor and that whole facility.
But think about all the people that are around me that put their faith in that doctor to take care of me.
Yeah.
But when it comes to bariatric surgery, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Well, it's almost like discrediting the bariatric surgeons. It's kind of like offensive.
100%
Because like what you're
is.
thinking that they're different than like the general surgery people versus like the cardio people, like it's still a specialty.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, this is really a specialty. They actually do surgeries on people and it's very successful. We have all the data.
We have all of the data to confirm that.
So it's like, hey guys, like it's just like any other surgeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to me because we even said like most people are like, we don't want bypass because there's too much involved.
Oh, that's what I said.
Too much involved.
Well, they're moving my stuff around. I don't want them to do that.
Yeah, nope. And then when we watched it, I remember Dovac actually asked us, like, would you still get the sleeve after watching this? And we were both like, no, we would have gotten bypass.
Yep, 100%.
Would have gotten bypass.
Yep.
Because that's how comfortable we were knowing that the trust in her.
Yeah.
And then the trust in that the surgery is life-changing.
It actually is safe.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be scared as it. And I know for me, it was actually more of the weight loss. So you actually lose more with R&Y and for the higher numbers. And I think that like, I was at 308 pounds. So like if I actually would have got R&Y, I would have actually, this is where my brain goes, if I would have gotten to my goal weight. I've never reached my goal weight. And my goal weight was like, I wanted it to be in the 160s. The lowest I got was 179. So like, but I know if I got the R&Y, I would have. And so now I'm like, mad at myself a little bit, but at least I still got, you know what I mean?
We
it's like
would not be our sleeved life had you gotten the R&Y.
It's fair. That's true. So I was meant to get the sleeve.
You were meant to do this. Like, I think that we're so focused on numbers sometimes.
Well, I'm a numbers girl.
You are a numbers girl. But I think we focus more on the numbers than what's actually been given to us. Like, we've put our lives, we've changed our entire lives.
100%, yeah.
And instead of focusing on, and we actually said it in the episode that dropped on Tuesday, I said, it's not about the weight that you lose with the surgery. It's about the life that you gain.
Yes.
Getting the surgery.
Well, yeah, because like you were in 4 walls for almost 5 years. And you haven't been in 4 walls in 4.5 years.
It actually drives me crazy.
It's like you're about to reach the point though where like now you've been out of the walls long enough.
I've been out of the walls.
Yeah, you're gonna reach it.
I mean,
because we reached that with us. Like we've actually known each other longer than we haven't known each other now. So you're gonna get that with your walls.
Walls. I feel like it's a different. It still drives me crazy because I'll be sitting in bed and I know I need to rest, but instead of resting, I'm like, I'm going to go clean the bathroom. I'm going to go see
or
if I
organize this.
or reorganize my bedroom. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. I just get like, I don't want to be held back.
Right.
And I feel like sometimes when I'm in that bed and I know I should rest, it puts me back in that body that I was back in. Mm-hmm. And that's where I can like reorganize my whole bedroom. And I'm like, see, not the same because I couldn't have done that by myself.
No.
If I was in that same body. So.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, no.
Because like one time I remember you saying like you fell in the bathroom.
Yeah, I was trying to go to the bathroom and I fell and hit my head
This is pre-surgery, Kellie.
Pre-surgery. Fell and hit my head on the corner of the counter. And it kind of like knocked me out a little bit. And then when I woke up, I had to call my now ex-husband and have him come home because I couldn't get from the floor back to bed.
Yeah.
So those are the moments that it's like, okay, I can move my bed around by myself. I'm not in that same spot.
No, that's like huge.
Yeah.
Huge
I mean,
growth.
I could probably, there's so many times I fell. Many times I fell. I'm sure. Because I was just very stubborn and I refused to use a cane. I was like, I'm not there.
Shocker.
I'm not there yet. But I fell like
a lot.
Pretty often.
Hey, but how much do you fall now?
I think I've only fallen like once, and that's when I was drunk.
So that was under some circumstances.
That was when I was trying to take that picture on New Year's, and I kind of pulled you back, and we both landed on the
I
concrete.
tried to save her. Yeah, I did. Because I was like trying to hold you like a baby.
Don't knock Sheila
I was
over.
too afraid of your head. I was trying to protect her head from hitting the ground.
Oh, I was a little wasted.
So then I fell with her. Because we just went and saw a comedian. Mm-hmm. I don't know his name. Sorry. But he was at the Helium on New Year's Eve. He was really funny. Yeah. And he was outside. And we were all smoking. And Kellie was just like talking very loudly. Like Kellie does.
I mean, would you have it any other way?
And she's like, I want a photo. And I was like, I just look at him because me and him are talking. And I was like, okay, so she's going to come over and be kind of wild. So we're just going to hold her up. And he's like, okay. And then, you like, and what's weird is we normally always put the person in between us. Kellie decided that she needed to be between me and him. So you literally come in between us and you try to be like, take a photo, but you had no balance. And I'm like trying to hold you.
There was none.
He moves out of the way and I'm just trying to hold you from falling on your head.
Yeah, there's no way that was happening.
No, you didn't hit your head it was a little bit. I hurt my hand. Yeah, I got some scrapes here.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's fine.
That only happens like once in a while, or unless I'm drugged at a concert.
Oh my God.
I was.
We don't know that for sure.
We do. We know that for sure. I went to the Jelly Roll concert and I'm pretty sure I got drugged. I'm pretty sure. Like 99.8% sure.
Okay.
Anyways, back to the subject at hand.
Okay. So how I've been trying to combat thinking about old Melanie stuff is like journaling.
Yes.
So
that's huge.
I noticed if I stop journaling,
oh, don't make that face.
The insecures all come back out, of course.
You know.
I know. We all know. And we just stopped doing it because we were like, I don't want to keep doing this. But then you're like, but you need to keep doing this.
Well, that's like the whole thing of like, I'm just not going to take my multivitamin. I'm good. I
did that for a while.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I take it now. Thank you, ProCare.
Yes. Yeah. But you're like, oh no, I'm good. I don't need to take my multivitamin.
Yeah, so I was doing that with the journal. So
what happened when you stopped taking the multivitamin?
What are you talking about? You're talking about my iron infusions? Okay, yeah. I had to get 2 iron infusions because I stopped taking the multivitamin with iron completely. Mm-hmm. It was my bad. I was just like, it's frustrating because like I need to take it at a certain time with food and I don't like it because I feel too full. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but now if I start taking it at night.
Yes. I just learned you can't take magnesium even at night for me.
Yeah.
It like makes me more awake. Can't go to sleep. Mm-hmm. And then I don't feel my tummy hurts. So I have to do it right with food. Okay. Magnesium. It works. I almost said this bitch. I'm going to just say it.
You already said it.
Yeah. Like Zach gets fucking sick. You get sick. I get sick. And I'm like, I can feel it, Kellie. We're in Home Goods, and I'm like, I can feel it. You fucking got me sick. I can feel it, like draining. It's starting to itch. like, and not in a good way. And I'm like,
when is there a good way?
Sometimes a bug bite does feel good, and you just itch the shit
wrong
out of
with
it. And you're like,
you?
oh, it feels so good. Do not deny that feeling.
No,
It's a good feeling.
it is not a
Thank
good
you.
feeling.
I got
'cause
some
you
head
want
nods
to
and some
stop
points.
it. You want to stop it from itching.
But it feels good for the moment.
Itching is not a good.
I just, what? It's me with a good circumstance. Like, give me something. I'm not going to be bad about it.
Oh my God.
Anyways,
Such a nerd.
what were we talking about?
I don't know. What were you talking about? You were the one on a roll. Oh, journaling. Journaling. I got it.
Okay, so I got back to journaling. I've journaled the last 2 days.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. And I do feel better, a little lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to keep it.
I just got to
Keep it
keep
going.
Well, because sometimes I'm just like, I think I don't have time
You do.
when I have time.
You
so
totally
I just
do.
I just tell myself I don't have time. That works, by the way.
Oh, I know. I did that for a long. I've done that most of my life.
Yeah.
So,
See?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't have any time.
You can feel it then. You get it.
Yeah.
So now that I've journaled, I do feel better, and I feel like more like after surgery, Mel. Where I'm like, why am I acting like this? Why am I acting insecure? Like, look at who I am. Like, stop it.
Well, and I think it also
So
helps
like talk to yourself.
therapy too.
Yeah.
Because you're talking it out with another person.
Well, I haven't done that yet.
I know.
Okay. I emailed. We started.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, keep going.
So
Therapy.
it was a whole thing trying to get her to email.
I
back.
did it though.
It's like you don't leave the studio until you email back.
She really did that to
Yep.
me.
Nope.
I did it.
Yeah.
Her name's Amanda.
I am proud of you though.
Okay.
Okay. So I think being able to talk with another person, it's so much better if you're talking to a bariatric therapist. But if you don't have one, but a really good therapist, having that discussion of like, this is where my mind's at. This is what I keep going back to. Being able to talk it out and have someone like almost like tell you you're stupid by like giving you, because, okay, for an example. So when I was working with Jamie,
Yes.
she had limiting beliefs, and then you had to disprove that limiting belief by like, I think 3 examples.
Okay.
So like one of my big ones was I'm not enough. And
That's
so
a big one for you.
it's a big one for me. And so then I had to come up with 3 examples of why I am enough, because I am a good friend.
Yes.
I am a good girlfriend.
Yes.
I am a good, da 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 da. Like I'm really good at my job. I'm really good. Like all of these
You
things.
have good qualities, you mean?
I have good qualities. But it almost seems like egotistical to say like I do have good qualities. Like I am a good friend. But
Why do you think that?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is my turn to get on you. So, why do you think? Who's telling you this? No,
You know who's telling me this.
I don't.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
You're a liar.
Because, like, why do you think that's an egotistical thing? Like, we're supposed to have good and bad qualities. Everything
Yeah.
has a good and a bad, a yin and yang. So, it's normal to have
Well,
that. So, like,
I think.
why is someone saying like, "Hey, that's egotistical of you to even
Well,
think that"?
I think it's because for 15 years I was told all of these things. I wasn't enough. I was too stupid to do these things. I never could do anything right, like picking on every aspect of it to where you think I thought if I said anything like, hey, I'm really good at this, it would be pinned as egotistical. It would be pinned as this thing.
Like a negative.
Like a negative,
Yeah.
even though it was a positive about me.
Yeah.
But I think someone wanted me to stay in the negative, so I was more easily controlled.
Okay.
And so breaking that habit, being in a new body, being, in not with that person anymore,
Well, and going to therapy.
and going to therapy and doing, yes, Jamie is a dietitian, but she also works with your mindset and what are those limiting beliefs and how can we disprove them, and making sure your mindset is really geared towards being in a healthy place.
Well, and I can see the difference. So it's huge.
I feel
And-
the difference.
And with the having a bariatric therapist, I'm just going to plug her real
Yeah.
quick for Ashley
Yeah.
Douglas. So she actually has a website. It's called Find My Bariatric Therapist. And
Find a bariatrictherapist.com.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
We'll have that in the description. if we didn't get it right.
click
We
below.
love you, Ashlyn.
Yes.
But you can go on there and you can search by like zip code, state, even if they've had bariatric surgery or not. So that way you guys can get help. And then also she's having people register on there too that are bariatric therapists. So that way they can be in like a database. So that way it makes it easier for us to find them locally.
Because it's needed.
Because it's needed, and they can't cross like state lines on certain things. There's a whole federal law against it. So this is going to make it easier for us to find help.
Well, and
on a different
it should be one of the first things you do once you get surgery.
Yeah.
Should be to start that journey, a different type of journey with that person.
Yeah, because I didn't have a therapist till like year 6. So
After some little trauma.
and actually like
thing.
had a big T.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, I have to do this. Like
Yeah.
there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
You need to, because
And
you're
it was great.
processing things.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like the big T trauma that you were processing. It was things
Well, it triggered all
the way back.
well, yeah, it triggered up like old Mel, bigger Mel, and like my whole past, and like it was really freaking weird. It was just like, hi, did you forget about all this?
Yep.
It was
You almost
like-
sounded like Chandler there for a second.
Okay, could I be wearing any more clothes?
Yes.
It's because I've been watching Friends.
Oh,
I mean, I did, like I said, I watched Final Destination, like 3 of them, and Scream. So my palate cleanser was Friends at nighttime.
yeah. I don't know. how
I'm
you do
on
that.
season 9 right
Nope.
now.
Nope. Friends, yes. All the other shit, no.
Oh, I like scary stuff.
No, I don't.
And this is October. My birthday is the 30th.
I hate October for this.
Zach's is the 31st.
Yes.
We're October babies, so we
Yeah.
like horror stuff. Wait, I don't know
He
if you
doesn't
do.
like horror stuff. No.
You're one of those. You're one of those.
Those. Although we did watch The Haunted Mansion, the new one on Disney Plus. It was like creepy. It was really good though.
Did you just say we watched
The Haunted Mansion on Disney Plus.
and I was supposed to be like, that's scary?
No, I just said it was a little creepy,
Oh, creepy. Okay.
but it was good.
I love
Everybody
you.
go watch it
I
because
love
it was
you.
really good. But
Go watch the new Saw 10. That was
no,
fucking
please,
amazing.
for the love of God, please don't watch that.
Oh my God. I saw it with my kid and Isaiah. Isaiah, happy birthday. It's 21st
Oh, yeah, happy
on 21.
birthday.
We got to see that a couple weekends ago and it was a lot of fun. Just saying.
No,
It's okay.
I'm good with my Haunted Mansion.
So that's also another thing, like after surgery, like I was more like up to go to like do shows and go to like movies and do all those things.
Because you don't have to worry.
about the seats.
Yep.
Because I had problems with some of the seats. Northern Lights,
Yeah, that was a no.
cheap, $3. But no.
But you're
fucking
not going to
way.
fit in their seat.
No, you're
so
not gonna, you'll sit, but you can't get back up. Like that's like you're gonna get stuck.
You are
or an
squished
arm's gonna
in.
get stuck. Like it
Yeah.
fucking doesn't feel good. So.
I remember sitting. So
I actually told people I wouldn't go to movies when they're like, I'm going. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stay home today.
I don't really want to see that.
No, it was just I'm gonna stay home tonight.
Oh, okay.
Because I won't lie if it's something I want to see. I was like, fuck, but I'm not going to Northern Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they redid everything.
They
though.
did. No, I think they're out of business. Isn't it?
Again?
No, Zach's shaking no.
He,
They're still there.
okay.
Okay.
So I actually had that like seat moment today. I was at the salon,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
the new salon, new
Look
hair.
at it. Look how pink it is with
Yes.
some tinsel.
She did
It's so cute.
amazing. So she actually, so I'm sitting in the seat and I'm like, of course, taking videos and shit. And I'm looking in the mirror and I'm realizing like when I was bigger, it was very hard to sit in a salon chair for as long as I
Well,
was.
because the way that they're shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I could actually sit crisscross applesauce.
Ooh.
And that's
Fancy.
like 265 plus. There's no way I was sitting
No,
crisscross
you barely
applesauce.
had to get that leg
I was
up
just
over
like
the knee. Like that's not
squished.
happening.
Yeah, no, I sat feet flat on the thing and then my back was hurting. My everything was hurting because, you sit in a salon chair for 6 hours. It's not comfortable on a plus size body.
No, not at all.
But
6 hours, guys.
well, that was
Sorry.
with Lindsay and she sucked. Let's just put that out there. She did.
Not saying a word.
I've had bad luck with hairstylists. I uncovered that today.
Yes.
Bad. I mean, other than Nikki. I mean, Amy's not bad either.
Oh, no, I fucking
but
love
I
Amy.
love Amy.
She just did my hair.
She did wonderful.
Yeah.
But she's not a colorist.
No, that's what you need.
And that's what I needed. So,
you want to have bright ass colors.
yeah.
And only certain people, like, that's a whole specialty.
You know what I just thought of?
What?
The reason why I like bright colors.
Why?
Because I don't just fade into the background anymore.
No, you don't. That's true.
Because if you look
used
at
to have-
pictures, it was dark maroon red.
Well, you even went blonde for a little bit.
Well, I was blonde for most of my life until I started gaining weight. And then I went dark.
Yeah. So you're trying to hide.
I was trying to hide. But now I'm like, bring all the color.
I mean, I do that too with like, it's not hair for me, but it's like the yellow. It's,
Yeah.
it's the bright colors.
Yeah.
Like I love wearing it now. Like I got hot pink nails.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like if you would have told even just 20-year-old Melanie that you're going to be wearing like bright ass pink nails, I'd be like, no fucking way.
And a
Dress.
dress on stage.
Like this is weird.
Like-
but I'm on stage. This is crazy.
Oh, yeah. I had that moment thinking, I was talking to Cole today. And I was saying, like, it's so crazy because even 4 years ago, I would have never imagined being here.
No, not at all.
Traveling, being able to meet people, talk about their journeys and their lives and what they've gone through and give support and like give them my best answer or our best answer. It's very surreal.
Well, you know what's funny about that
What?
is that we are going to ask you guys questions.
We are.
Just FYI. We have 3 questions for the crowd.
Yes. So if anybody wants to answer some questions and maybe win some prizes.
I think they go line up over
Yep.
there.
Jim's got the mic.
Mike. So if you want, we have 3 questions for the crowd. Are we cool to go right into that?
Yeah, we can.
Or
Yeah.
do you want to keep...
Who wants to answer some questions? Okay.
I know some people's names in here.
Yes.
Do not
We
think
will
I will
call people
hesitate.
out. We will.
I know some... I actually know a lot of
You
the
are a
ones up
bariatric
there and
patient
right
too,
in
Zachary
here.
Ryan. So every day. Never ends.
Oh, but, okay. So we're going to go with... Hold on, we're getting the mic up. So this is one of the waiting tables.
Yeah, grow with Shay.
Yes,
Shay.
Miss Shay.
Miss Shay.
So, Miss Shay, name the types of bariatric surgery.
The types of bariatric surgery, we have vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I'm another sleever. We have the gastric bypass or R&Y. We have the band, which I know is kind of
Yeah.
like, eh.
Yeah.
I mean, it served its purpose.
That's
It's
right.
on the
Yeah.
way out.
Yep.
It
It's
was
on
on-
the way out.
It's an educational turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have the duodenal switch.
Yes.
We have, is the Sadie different than the
It's
duodenal?
pretty much the same.
Okay.
I feel like there's like a little bit. Something's a little
Well,
bit
normally
different.
they do DS/Sadie.
Right. So I feel like it's
I
the
feel like
same.
it's basically the same.
Okay. And am I missing anything else? Or,
we
I know
came up
there's
with some
others,
like
but-
mini by...
We'll give it to you.
Well, yeah,
We'll
you
give it to
definitely
you.
get that. Those are the
Yeah,
main
those are the
ones.
main ones.
So, Shay, we brought you, since you asked a question or allowed me to ask you a
Ooh,
question.
thank
We got you some
you.
swag.
Yeah.
Haha, Zach, look at what I got for answering a question.
Boxes of those in my garage.
Don't
I still feel
let
special.
him say
Thank
that.
you, Shay.
Yes.
There aren't boxes. There was a box which we brought with us.
You know, I thought it and you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to go next? I'm going to say Smashly. Okay.
Oh.
Well, we got to
Yeah.
tell us your name too for everyone to hear.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
Yes.
Okay. So name 4 things that they say you can't have for the rest of your life.
After surgery.
Straws
Yep.
Yep.
would be number 1, which
Is a lie. Straw right here. Yeah.
Oh,
We're-
my
we
other
all have
drink
straws.
in the green room has a straw.
I'm thinking like dessert and sugar
Yep.
would be another one.
Yep. There's at least 2 more.
At least 2 more. Oh, bubbles.
Bubbles.
Water.
Yep. Yep.
Then I also think of like alcohol.
Yep.
or Popcorn or those slider foods.
Ooh.
Yeah. Slider foods. We didn't think about that.
That's a new one. All right. She
Yeah.
got 5.
Yeah. I like it.
Thank you
So
for playing.
The only other one we were thinking was the I just had it in my brain. Carbs. Soda.
Soda. Well,
Yeah,
I figured
point-
carbonation with soda
Yeah.
matches for sure.
Well, he's got to point it out. But yeah, carbs is something that they tell you shouldn't have.
Well, and you went to,
I did. I went
tell them a
to
little
an
bit.
extreme.
yeah.
So
It was like wild.
right after surgery, I was committed that this was going to work. This was it. And so I fully committed to my journey and I had no sugar, no carbs. I
Well, you thought that's what commitment looked like.
That's what I thought
Yeah.
at that moment.
0.
I hit my protein, hit my water, had a little bit of veggies. I was scared to death of eating a potato. Like literally burst into tears at the thought of having to eat a potato because I thought it was going to make me gain weight.
So what's funny about that? Well, not really funny, but I'm sorry that happened in your head.
Thank you.
But my thing is like, I'm gonna have fucking fries.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's
I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna have these fries. I like beer buttered fries when they do the double fryer on it, and then like homemade ranch.
Homemade ranch.
I
yep.
will not let that go. So
Or
my
avocado
brain could
ranch.
not be like 0 carbs. I'm like, F you.
Yeah.
I need some fries. You're like
Yeah.
scared of potatoes. I'm like, I need my fucking fries.
Well, and I think it was different though because I was afraid of being bedridden.
yeah,
Like that, if I ate a potato, that meant I was going back.
right.
And so this time going, losing my regain, it was completely different. Like I still eat potatoes. I still eat tortillas. Like I had a quesadilla Zach made
Before we
me
got up here,
before we
yeah.
got up here.
We
And
all
I ate
did,
it with
actually.
no problem.
3 bariatric patients ate it actually.
Actually, yes. I did.
So guess what? You can still have carbs.
Yeah. And I thought I wasn't going to ever have my seltzer water again because I just like I get weird looks every time I go to some place and I'm like, can I just have a seltzer water from the bar, from
With
the
a
gun?
gun.
I make that motion every time and they say lemon and lime. Nope. And they go, all right. And then
Some
they
of
go
them
grab
still
it.
give you the lime,
They
though.
still give me the damn lime. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I said no lime.
I take the lime.
I want to throw it at them sometimes. I'm not going to lie when I'm hangry.
You're ridiculous.
But I still get to have all my things, and it's just learning of the moderation.
Yeah.
So I don't have take quesadillas for every
'Cause
dinner.
That's what life is just moderation.
Yeah.
It literally is.
Yeah.
Like anything when it comes to like working out, like
Mm-hmm.
going to concerts. You can't just do that every day.
yeah.
Like legit. Like you need to like sleep.
Yeah. You have
need to
to
eat.
learn what works best for you.
yes.
And if eating meatloaf, or last night, Zach made turkey that he smoked on the Traeger, which was delicious, other
Yeah.
than the outside being very spicy. And then mashed potatoes and stuffing.
How spicy was this?
My lips are burning.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
For you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm normally her like spice barometer. Would that be or
Ketchup
temper?
is spicy to me. Yes, it's weird. I know.
But if someone says it's spicy, I will taste it for you and go, no, you shouldn't, or yes, you should.
Yeah, Katie did that. Yeah, she was like, "No, don't eat this.
love
Don't
it.
do
Thank
that."
you, Katie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my lips are burning.
So last question. Who has the mic? Oh, is it
Smashley?
Smashley?
Smashly.
Her name's really Ashley. It's just her
Handle is Smashley.
I think there's some numbers in there, but I don't know it.
It's just Smashley VSG.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay. This is a hard one. We threw a hard
Okay.
one in here. Okay. Name the 5 pillars of success.
Oh God, it's been too long. That's probably a good question for me because I need them.
Right?
They're like hydration,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
protein,
Yep.
movement.
Yep. Look at that face. Look at that face. I love you. You got this.
Can I
They're,
give a
they're a
hint?
sponsor.
Oh, vitamins.
There you
Okay.
go.
Of course. Is it like is it follow up with your?
Nope.
No.
Nope,
It's the one that I
It's
get-
the sneaky one.
It's the one that like I preach all the time, but no one actually does on this earth. They don't do enough of.
Therapy.
No.
No, because she doesn't even do therapy
No.
right now.
See.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Yeah, there you go. Sleeping. It's so important.
It is.
Yes.
Like new information has come out about that. It's huge. Like your body heals so good while you're sleeping, and you don't sleep well. And it's like, fuck, we need to get you to sleep.
I'm sleeping better.
You are.
Yeah.
You are. But we're learning like it causes memory loss. It causes like neurological issues for later. Like it's not good. Like
It's
like
not.
you actually die sooner.
If you're not getting enough sleep.
Yeah, like there's like it's like years. It's not
Yeah.
just like, oh, it's just next month, not a big deal. I'm gonna fuck around and not get enough sleep. No, it's like 5 to 10
Yeah,
years.
cuts
That's a
off your
long time.
Yeah.
That's a long, long time.
I mean, that's why I keep trying new things.
Think about it. That's a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've also found that having something heavy on me, like a weighted blanket, makes a
what
huge
is that about?
difference.
I like it.
Or having something to snuggle.
You
That
got me on
works
the
too.
snuggle because I have Gary.
Yes, you have Gary.
Yeah.
And then we bought Bianca the Lilo or the Stitch Christmas Stitch cuddles.
Yeah, so they're
I
basically
hid it from
yeah,
you.
it's the
That's fine.
cuddable like little stuffed animal.
Yeah, so that's all I sleep with now. And she literally walks in the next day after I gave it to her, and she's all, "I had the best sleep ever." And I was like, "Oh yeah, what?" And she's like,
See?
"Yeah, I had Stitch, and I was just so cozy, and I just slept all night."
Well, and it's not embarrassing to want to know how to sleep well.
It's
Just
not.
remember, it's not embarrassing.
You
Like,
feel
you're
like
allowed
you should
to
just
know how.
automatically do it,
Right.
though.
Well, and I use Gary on the airplane.
Yeah.
Because he's like perfect for your neck.
Yeah.
Like you taught me that.
I've been preaching for years.
I know you have.
Stuffed animals behind your neck, perfect neck pillow.
Or when like we were at Sarah's, I woke up to Gary just looking at me.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
right.
super cute. He's
Yeah.
like a pineapple dinosaur. Literally, like it's the top. Yeah.
Now I've got Patch. He comes with me. He's my travel one.
Mm-hmm.
And he got Obby stuck on him. So little pieces of him are a little like rough.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You and
I
the
did
Obby
wash
spills.
him, but they're still, I have
It's
explosions
okay.
every time.
He can have collagen too.
yeah,
it's
it's fine. He
It's
works,
totally
he
fine.
works out great. So
Alrighty. Well, I think.
is there anything else? No, you wanted to non-bariatric.
Okay, there was one thing I
Yes.
wanted to bring. Thank you.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
so in the car we were talking about the whole like comparison thing, and she was more or less like talking about like other bariatric patients.
Yeah,
'cause of
seeing
their
everybody's
and stuff
journey.
like that.
Yeah.
and I actually flipped it and was like, what about when you compare yourself to a non-bariatric patient? Because I do that shit all
And
the
I
time.
needed an example right away because I was
And
like, I
it's-
don't know what you're talking about.
And now that I've thought about it, it's more or less like seeing people just even out in the wild, just walking around. They look normal and they're just, eating their fucking ice cream or having this big old pizza. And I'm just like, I want to just not care like that too.
but we don't know.
But I know I'm just making the assumption.
Yes.
But that's the deal is like, I think about food, like that thought doesn't stop because now I'm just trying to make sure it's in moderation.
Yeah.
So it's like, I wish I could just be like freelancing a fucking pizza in my mouth, but I can't. It's so that's my comparison that I don't like to even the non-bariatric.
I feel like it's more jealousy
yeah, for
that
sure.
they get to live a normal life.
but
and
I
eat
think it's
whatever
not
they
affecting
want.
them for some reason, but it is affecting them.
It is.
They're just not there yet. I got there a little sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that like especially this week, I have learned that like it's important to have these conversations with people that are especially close to you and having the conversation of like you don't have to wait. You don't have to be like it doesn't have to be a last resort.
No.
It can literally be as soon as you put in the work.
You could just ask. Like you can like I know I went into several doctor visits, your yearly, and they always say like you're obese or
Yeah.
you're severely obese, whatever category you're in. And not one of them actually brought up weight loss surgery. I had to bring it up.
Yeah, because
So-
they say, "Oh, your leg hurts. Oh, you need
Just
to lose weight.
Yeah, just lose that 20
Oh,
pounds.
you have a rash on the back of your neck. You need to lose weight."
Like, oh my God, we have a video. We found it of this dude just like, he's like, hey, my shoulder, like, I think it like popped out. They're like, you need to lose some weight. And he's like, what?
What? No, that
What?
doesn't even make sense.
Pop
So
my shoulder
instead
back.
of like helping, because I think the sad part of this, and I was going to point this out when you first started talking in the episode, is that it's you looked at as like your whole family has these health problems. And back then you didn't think, oh, obesity is a disease. Like
No, I didn't know.
literally have this disease that is wreaking havoc on my body. And there's something out there that can help me. And nobody thinks about that aspect of it.
No, because like, we're just now discussing that
Obesity is a disease. Yep.
Like they're talking about how it is for like diabetes. Like once you have it, you can't unhave it type of thing. And then like it's going to make it 10 times or 100 times harder for you to actually get healthy because now you have it. So it like prevents you from losing weight. So it's like a whole thing.
Well, and-
but like when we had surgery, that
Yeah.
wasn't even a talk, especially
No.
when I was having surgery.
Not at all.
And we
I
know
didn't. I
people
had
that
no
are-
idea.
We know
it
people
was a
that are
disease.
10 years, 19 years out, and that wasn't a thing. So we're just now learning. We just have to keep up with the times. So
Yeah,
I'm
and-
just happy that we're there.
Yeah, and we're learning that like surgery, these medications, whatever you're doing to help lose weight or help cure your obesity, it's not curing it. It's going to put it into remission.
Right.
And you have to think of that. And that's
you have to
when
use those terms.
you do,
Yeah.
because I think when you say, oh, I lost all the weight, having weight loss surgery or whatever, people think easy.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're saying I utilized weight loss surgery to put obesity into remission for myself, it's a different conversation.
Yes.
Based on how you word it.
Oh, 100%. Because
So-
now it actually sounds like a real problem.
Because it is.
Yeah, I know.
Like legit a huge problem.
It is.
And most people just want to brush it under the rug or stick it in the corner and not think about it. And I think that's why it's so important of our movement of like having this podcast, having the Just Be You Awards, talking about it to even gas station attendants
Yes.
that don't care.
Well, and what I don't get about I'm just going to squirrel for a moment because I envisioned it. Like they put us in this corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but they're putting the big people in the corner. But in logic terms, if you keep doing that, we're going to spill over. So you're
Yeah,
going to
we already
have to
have.
deal with this. And this is what's happening.
This is what's happening because the spillover is happening.
Well, and didn't they say like 1 million people need the surgery, but only 200,000 actually get the surgery a
Yeah,
year?
I
or
think
something
it's like
that.
less than
It's
1%.
wild.
Less than 1% of the people that are eligible actually
They get
have the surgery.
Yeah.
And if you talked in terms, if your doctor came to you and said, hey, I think you're a really good candidate for weight loss surgery, this would put obesity, your disease of obesity, in remission, that would be a life changer. But nobody wants to go to their doctor and be, God forbid, shamed.
Right.
Or told that you can't, qualify for it. There's so many steps to it. And it's like, and I think just the scared part of you,
Yeah. Seriously.
like, just doesn't
takes
want to
over
go in.
sometimes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you don't want to go into the doctor because you're going to be asked about your weight. You're going to be weighed the first.
And you don't want to talk about it. And
No.
you know the scale's not going to be what you want.
Yeah.
You're
It's
just like,
not a happy thought for us.
Oh, remember when I got weighed for Dr. Patterson's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do that face.
Well, you were like upset about it.
Well, yeah, because I was
I wasn't
shocked.
making a face because you were fat. I was making a face because you were upset about it. I was like, and I
Well, it
don't
was
do
just-
well with emotions.
I know. We got you a sweater for that. Don't worry
We
about it. Again, from Grow with Shay.
Yes.
She has some pretty cool sweaters.
But
Go
I
check her out.
mean, that scale
yeah.
holds a lot of trauma.
Well, and it's just like, it was a wow. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck. I knew it. Like, I felt it in my
You
arms and I
know.
felt it right here. And I was like,
You want to hide
I wonder
it.
why that's not happening. Why is that coming back? And then like the scale confirmed. I'm like, yeah, because you actually haven't been in the gym in like 2 months, Mel. Duh. Like
There's
my body really responds to movement. I've learned this about myself after 8 years. Like, I need to be fucking moving. I can literally eat fine and I'm still gaining a pound somehow. I don't know.
Because you're not
It's because I'm
moving.
not actually moving.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I have to do that. So hence why I've done some videos in the studio of
yeah,
yoga.
which I'm
'cause,
very proud of you.
like, I just want to get back on the
love
elliptical,
seeing-
but for some reason right now I feel like there's a block. Like, I'm scared of it almost. And I don't know why. So
Have
I'm
you
just
journaled
like,
about it?
no. I have lots to journal about.
Well, start with the thing that is most pressing, which is get your ass back in the
Well,
gym.
first, it was getting old Mel out, new Mel from
'Kay.
VSG in.
'Kay.
And then now that one does the work of the
okay.
workout.
And then you can deal with
See,
all the
it's
other
layers.
traumas that are layered
Yeah,
back there.
yeah.
Like we'll that's for future Mel.
That's a problem for future Mel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, totally. But I think there are blocks. We put blocks in. And if we don't step on the scale, it's not going to tell us the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we don't want to
It's
know
pretend
the truth.
for a hot minute.
We can pretend that we haven't gained 60 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
but that scale's going to show it.
Oh, it doesn't lie.
Because clothes, you can stretch out.
Yes, you can.
You can
Remember
go
the old knee? You put your shirt over it and just kind of wiggle
Oh,
around.
yeah,
make it a little
yeah.
bit bigger, making that large, not
or like doing
being
like
extra
yoga
large.
stances in my jeans to try to stretch them
I
out a little
remember
bit
seeing you
more.
do that a lot, yeah.
Or wiggling.
It
to
was
get 'em
really
up.
funny.
I mean, sometimes I still wiggle, but that's just because I like my
I think
pants
we all
tight.
have to wiggle a little bit
Yeah.
to get your butt in the right spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And then, but yeah, I think clothes you can stretch out. You can kind of pretend like it's not happening. You can go to wearing leggings again. There's things that you can do, but cameras don't lie
No.
and the scale
Scale don't
doesn't lie.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, it's hard to get back on that.
That's why you have to journal too.
Oh, I am journaling.
Get her to journal.
I am journaling. I have
Oh,
my
look
Harry
at those
Potter
eyes.
journal.
She's really journaling.
No, I do. Okay. So because when I'm at home, I have recently learned that I love guided meditations. And so I look up a guided meditation, random every time because I
Good.
don't want to know what it's about. I just want to push play.
Oh, I like it.
And then I do.
It's like roulette with
yeah, it is roulette with your mindset. And I hold my crystals and I sit there and I think and I do all of that mindset work. And then as soon as I'm done, I journal it all out of what I saw because I actually had
a
a
lot.
very clear kind of mindset coming back from Connecticut.
Yeah.
What?
That's
A
true.
couple months ago?
In August.
Yeah, so
It
a
was
couple
the last
months.
week of August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Month, whatever. I'm not good with time. Anyways, so
I know.
yeah.
She's not.
I'm either super early or super late. There's no in between.
Not late. It's more or less like if something happened a month ago, you're going to say 2 to 3 months ago.
Oh, 100%.
Her time
yeah.
is just a little skewed.
It's a
So if
little-
Kelly tells
yeah.
you 2 months, guys, it's a little skewed.
It's probably a month.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
She just thinks it feels longer for her.
yeah.
That's how I equate it.
Ah,
It just feels longer to you.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
And then I just tell you actually how many months it's been.
Kind of like that first part in your journey. Yeah, you do. It's kind of like that first part in your journey where time just kind of you don't know.
It goes quick.
Yeah, it either goes quick or if you're in a stall, it's going real fucking
like
slow.
Yes.
Like
True
every
story.
time. But what was I talking about? Oh, when I was in Connecticut, I had this really cool guided meditation, and these issues that I didn't really know were issues were like cleared up in a guided meditation, and I was able to journal about it, and I was instantly like, that was dealt with. Okay, cool.
You felt at like peace with it.
Yeah, 'cause
you
I-
actually made a decision.
Yeah, because you actually said I came back and I was like clear and focused and I was ready to go and I was all these things that I
You were
needed.
lighter.
Yeah,
Like there wasn't like tension because like I can feel Kelly's mood. So I learned
she's an empath.
I'm an empath. I didn't know what that was. And I didn't. So I now realize like I can feel it from her. So I'm just like, oh man, I can feel her tension. I know she's not mad at me.
No,
like,
I'm
we'll
just like
talk,
stressed.
And I'm like, okay, no, I didn't do anything. Just like checking her out. And then I'm realizing like, oh, this is just her. Like she's tense right now. She's not feeling good. Like she needs to like some chill moments. Let me get her some water, tea. Sometimes I just go upstairs. Come
Yeah,
back.
because I do very well by myself.
She does.
But I'm also worrying about Mel, and I'm worrying about Katie, and I'm worried about Zach, and I'm worried about the dog down the street. And there was a squirrel on the side of the road. Not sure if that died or not.
It did.
But
I
I'm
saw
worried
it
about
today.
them, and I'm worried about like legit everything.
Yeah, I didn't realize like what's happening now with her therapy. Like now we know it's like, oh, she's like just worried. She's a worry
Yeah.
about everybody and everything.
Worried about everything because I'm so afraid that something bad is going to happen
know.
to somebody, and I'm like, okay, if I worry about it, then it's not going to happen.
This is why you can't watch scary stuff.
Yeah, 100%. Plus, it's just fucking terrifying, and I can't.
Yeah, because of these reasons.
I don't want to know.
I know.
Like she's made me do it a couple times in my life, and I hate it.
Do you see this pointed finger?
You did.
What was the movie? I can't
Texas
remember.
Chainsaw Massacre.
It's true story. I did do that.
Yeah, I'm looking at you too.
He was there.
He was a part of it. They wouldn't take me home, so I sat in the theater with my hood over
We
my
did. We
head.
said we voted you lost, and she literally did do that. She had her.
Yeah, I watched like the first like 5 minutes, scared the
Because
shit out of me.
We weren't sure. This was like the test. Okay, we had no idea if she was really scared.
Yeah, I was just pretending.
You never know. So I was like, let's see.
No, I was terrified.
Yeah, you were fucking terrified.
Yeah.
It was like me on roller coasters.
Oh, on the Guardians ride? Yeah, that was funny.
That was
funny.
bad. I thought I was literally gonna die.
I thought she would love it. That was my bad. I really thought she would love it.
No.
It turns out she hated
She
it.
put me on the end as well.
There's only 2 seats.
No, I could have swore Jamie was with us.
No, that was the car one.
Oh, I like the car one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
There was 2 seats.
So no matter what, I'm gonna be on the end.
But it goes
But still-
around, and there's a world in the middle, and it looks like you're in the
you
space.
literally feel like you're in space because it shoots you out to space, and then you look around yourself, and it is all stars, and you're like, shit.
I'm gonna die.
And then I look at Kelly, and she's smiling, and I'm
I'm like having the time of my life.
and then I see us like we just whip around the galaxy, and then I look to the left, and I just see metal, and I was like, no, I can't do this. So I just now I just close my eyes.
No, you were screaming.
Hold on, I was getting there.
Okay.
And I was screaming, and in my head was just counting because I'm like, okay, I think this ride's 30 seconds, maybe it's 60 seconds. So I'm like, if I just count, keep my eyes closed, I will be fine. And that's what I did the whole time, by the way.
Yeah, the photo is pretty hysterical.
I was so scared. No, because like that's terrifying to die in space.
Oh,
You can
100%. It's a ride.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it's a
Because
ride.
I know, but I felt like I was dying in space. Like you could like live, I think, 2 days in a spacesuit before you die. No, I get shaken head. No, how many hours?
I don't know how many hours, but
Is it like a day? Thank you. Yeah, because there's a limited time, and you're just floating. You can't do anything.
So I have 2 questions.
You can't even like do this and go faster. Nothing's fucking working.
Well, okay,
You
I
can't,
have
like,
3
wiggle
questions.
and try to,
Actually,
like-
2 questions and a comment. You are not Spider-Man or Superman, so you can't go like this
well,
and go faster.
You don't know what's gonna happen in the galaxy.
Okay, and why are you in a spacesuit and why are you in space?
I don't know, but you made me feel like I was. I will never put myself in that predicament because it's my fear. Have you not watched Event Horizon? You do not go up in space.
No, I don't watch that shit
I
because
know,
it's
that's true.
freaks me the fuck out. Like that one that Sandra Bullock did where she was like in space or whatever. Fuck that shit. I'm not watching
I don't
that.
know the name of that.
No.
I can't. Think of it. No,
Gravity?
It's a good one.
Might have been
No, I
Gra-
think
no.
Gravity is Helen Hunt. No,
No.
Gravity.
It was Gravity.
Or Gravity. Okay.
Score
Very
for me.
nice.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Nope, not watching
I
that.
know.
Nope.
That's how I felt on the Guardian of the Galaxy. What was great is that you and her and Jamie were like, "That was so much fun. You want to go again?" And I was like, "No, thank you." And they're like, "Well, we're gonna pay to go again." I'm like, "I'm standing right here. I'm gonna play on my phone."
Yep, she needs to
And Jamie was
go
like, "Are
for
you
us.
for reals right now?" I'm like, "Oh, 100%."
Yeah, but
I
she's
felt like I
not
was dying.
normal. Yeah, but you're not normal because it's like every single person that I ask, like, or that I'm talking about, I'm like, yeah, she hated Epcot. They're like, how does she hate
I hated
Epcot?
Epcot.
Like everybody enjoys it. Epcot.
All you
Drink
ha-
around the world.
No. One, you can't stay drunk in Epcot. I tried. 2,
You did try.
I did try.
She
Like
hated
not
it.
even like Jamie really wanted to take me to this place that has these best drinks, and like I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait it out. Well, that'll be the first drink because I'll be like, part of the group, first drink. No, like 30 minutes goes by. I'm like, they've already shopped us like a good 30 minutes. They're talking about the same stuff about like them looking all the same things,
Then we met Mickey.
and they met that, which creeped me out. They wanted me to take a photo of them with Mickey, and I told them no. And they're like, what? And I was like, you're going down an alley.
It's Mickey and Goofy.
Yeah. What's your point?
They're like, they're not gonna kill you. There's a line of kids behind them.
And Disney won't let me bring in my knife. So I'm not.
Why would
not
you
doing
need
this
your
shit.
knife in Disney?
There's a goof.
There is no reason.
I don't know.
If you
They want you to go down an alley. I
Okay.
didn't do it. I sent you girls. They looked adorable, and I was like, I'm just gonna.
I may have kicked a kid out of my way. I'm not gonna lie. Like
She's
I was being
vicious down
first.
an alley.
Nope. Yeah, so maybe it's me that you don't want to follow down an alley. Not Mickey. It's not Mickey's fault.
that
It's
would
his
be
house.
easy. Why would I want to do that?
I'm just saying, it's his house. Why would he?
If I have
why
to
would
get
he
my
do
knife
anything?
out, it has to be a challenge.
There is no circumstance in which you should bring your knife to Disney.
That's fair. I left it in the car,
No situation.
but I had it right back on me when I got out of the
I understand that. Yeah. Okay.
It was Travis's knife. He gave it to me.
That's
Can't-
true. Is
I
that
have
the one that
hid-
you buried?
Yeah, I have hidden this knife all around United States. The Wrigley Field.
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
not. You're
we
not
pinned
allowed
it.
knives in there.
Yeah, we
so we pinned it on Google Maps, and I hid it in a bush with some greenery and some whatever dirt
Leaves and dirt.
leaves. Yeah, and then we went back and got it. I've hid it at the Washington Monument. I had to put it underneath a statue bench
Yeah.
thing.
And then there was the parking garage.
And then the parking garage. Now, the parking garage was weird because we parked there and I was able to leave with it. But
you
you have to
couldn't
go
come
through
back.
security to get back to your car. And now I have this knife on me. So
I'm learning all new rules.
about where you can take your knife.
Where
and
you can
don't.
have a knife,
And men
where you can
have
have pepper
pocket knives.
spray.
So I don't understand all this problem
And
with
no
the fucking pocket
purse
knife.
Cholula.
Yeah, I did that at the. I didn't do it
Capitol.
at the Capitol building. That's not my fault. Okay, I have Purse Cholula. I know we're way off topic, but we're doing this. So
We've already committed.
yeah, I like spicy. Kelly doesn't like spicy. So I normally, as a good friend, we get things plain and then I spice it up with my Cholula. Okay.
Yep.
So, and I was told you should just have it in your purse. And I
Yeah,
was like,
because then if a restaurant doesn't have it.
brilliant idea. And they make the little guys.
Yes.
Right? So as we're going through the trip to DC, I've already experienced the Washington Monument where I can't have my knife. So, and I already went to the
Or
White
taser.
House. Yeah, I can't bring the tasers.
Or lighter.
yeah, lighters. I get it. We don't want to burn up the old shit, but I was like, why? So I even had to hide lighters. So I learned my lesson. I have nothing on me except for my like normal shit, gum, whatever. Well, we go through for the Capitol, and then I'm the one that gets pulled back.
We're on the other side.
And they're like, they made it seem like it was like a bomb. Like they were like, what is this? And I'm like, that's purse Cholula. And they just look at me and I was like, they're like, what? I'm like, it's purse Cholula. That's like my hot sauce in my purse. Thank you. You're getting nods over here. And he's like, why do you have it? And I was like, because. And he goes, and I was like, well, you can throw it away. Not a big deal. And he goes, no, you have to take it from me, walk outside and throw it away and come back through security. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. So then I do that and I come back in, but the security guard that I see when I come back, he leans over and he's like, hey, you're not the only one that's ever had to throw away their purse, Chilo. And I was like, yes.
And then she finally made it to the
then-
other
and they were-
side.
And literally like you and fucking Sarah and Tanya were like, what happened? And I'm like, dude, now you can't bring in hot sauce. I don't know.
We're just adding to the list of shit Mel can't bring into places.
So, but well, you know what I do have on me now? I don't have the bottle. I have the actual packet.
oh,
I got
that's
2 of them
smart.
on me right now.
Right now.
No, my purse is not underneath me.
Okay,
It's normally
I was
like
gonna say
right there.
that's a little weird.
I know, that's
that
fair.
you would bring 2 packets of Cholula on stage, but you know
You
what?
never know when you're gonna need hot sauce.
I've experienced weirder with you, so
That's true.
it's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We love you guys, and we will see you
Next time. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mel and Kelly.
High five, girl. That was fun.
Thanks for allowing us to squirrel.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.